All right, if you want to stay inside this weekend, you might want to watch some movies. So it's time to review those movies. Michael Cook is here to review Luckiest Girl Alive and To Leslie.
Yes, the first one to talk about is called Luckiest Girl Alive, as you said. It's on Netflix. Both of these movies have similar themes, which I'll get to in just a moment. This one stars Mila Kunis, and she seems like the luckiest girl alive. She's young, she's attractive, she's an up-and-coming magazine writer in New York City, engaged to a handsome and just fabulously wealthy young man, played by Finn Wittrock. So her life seems perfect, but then as the movie comes on at the very beginning, we learn that there was something from her past that is haunting her. She went to a very wealthy prep school and as a teenager, but she went on scholarship. So here she was, a working class kid surrounded by all of these wealthy kids, and that created a lot of class divisions and politics, as it were. But we find that it's not a giveaway, because you can see from the trailer that there was a shooting in her school, and a documentarian wants to get her side or hear you know, how not her involvement, but her survivorship of this horrific trauma. And then we also learned there is other trauma from her high school days. So this movie is told in flashbacks from her high school days, played by another actress, to Mila Kunis. Mila Kunis, you know, gives a very fantastic performance as a woman who's, you know, still haunted and brittle and has her mask on all the time because of the trauma from her past. This movie is based on a novel, and it kind of feels like a novel at times. But it feels like one of these kind of pulpy novels that it's like there's a lot of good themes about, you know, gender and class and trauma, but it doesn't quite weave it together.
I knew there was a
It's
but.
just the dots are not connecting, and you so want it to work, but it just doesn't quite get there. It's just a few steps above a kind of a Hallmark Lifetime film.
Wow.
So all in all, I give this movie a 6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
So
okay, not too bad.
The next movie, as I mentioned, there's a theme. Both movies star women who are haunted by the past. This one is the same. This movie is called To Leslie. It's rentable on Amazon Prime, starring Andrea Riseborough. We see her at the beginning of the film. She had won the $190,000 lottery. And, you know, she's got a 13-year-old son. And then flash forward 6 years later, she's blown it all and made everybody mad in the process. She's kicked out of her cheap hotel. She tries to live with her son, but her drinking gets in the way. He kicks her out. And she sort of bounces from place to place. And she is her alcoholism and herself are her own worst enemy. Andrea Riseborough gives just a very gritty performance and just really goes for it in showing a woman at just the bottom and just trying to get some redemption, but just can't figure out how to do it. Mark Maron plays a hotel manager who kind of gives her a break, gives her a job cleaning rooms as she tries to figure out her life and where it went all so wrong. This, again, this is like the last movie. This movie is better than the last one, but the performances are what make this as well, because it's just very gritty. It's a little bit too long. I wish, you know, of course, you know there's going to be a redemption arc in these kind of movies, and I wish they had gotten to that a little bit faster.
How long is it?
It's 2 hours. And see, it could have been chopped down to 15 minutes, but that's a minor quibble. But I really enjoyed this movie. As I mentioned, you can rent it on Amazon Prime. So all in all, I give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay, not too bad then.
Two different movies. One maybe for, you know, Netflix or Amazon Prime.
Got nothing else to watch,
exactly,
then yeah,
exactly.
might as well. All right, perfect. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.